Hello, everybody. Today is June 30th, 2019. We are in a Jupiter-ruled Tithi. We are in the Tithi of Tridosha. I wanted to do a video over the Jupiter-ruled nakshatras and the Baba effects. So today we're going to talk about Pisces ascendants, or Meena ascendant. So everyone with an ascendant or lagna in Pisces or Meena nakshatra will have all of the same lords in the same houses. I am going to be quoting a translation of Sage Parashara. So he is a very respected Jyotish master. So let's begin with our journey through the Pisces lagna Babas and their effects. So with everyone, it's going to be pretty much the same who has an ascendant or lagna that falls in the 12th lord. So the 12th lord is going to begin in the first bhava. Parashara says the native will be spendthrift, weak in constitution, will suffer from phlegmatic disorders, and be devoid of wealth and learning. So basically, phlegmatic disorder is something with like the phlegm, the throat, something like that. So after the 12th lord, of course, is going to jump to the beginning at the first lord. So the first lord for the Pisces ascendants is going to fall in your second house. And Parashara says he will be gainful, scholarly, happy, endowed with good qualities, religious, honorable, and have many wives. Now we're going to jump to the second lord in the third bhava, or house. The native will be valorous, wise, virtuous, lustful, and miserly. All these when related to a benefic. If related to a malefic, the native will be a heterodox. Now for some of you folks that don't know what heterodox is, it means like something that's completely off the norm. And that's, again, if there is a malefic relation. So, moving along, we'll get to the third lord, who's going to be in the fourth house. The native will be happy, wealthy, and intelligent, but will acquire a wicked spouse. If the fourth lord is falling in your fifth house, the native will be happy and be liked by all. He'll be devoted to Sri Vishnu, be virtuous, honorable, and have self-earned wealth. If the fifth lord is falling in your sixth house, the native will obtain such sons who will be equal to his enemies, or will lose them, or will acquire an adopted or purchased son. And moving along, if the sixth lord is falling in your seventh house, The native will be deprived of happiness through wedlock. He'll be famous, virtuous, honorable, adventurous, and wealthy. And when your seventh lord is falling in your eighth bhava, which is what's going to happen with a Pisces ascendant, the native will be deprived of marital happiness. His wife will be troubled by diseases, be devoid of a good disposition, and will not obey the native. So again, if the seventh lord is falling in your eighth bhava, for all Pisces ascendants, the native will be deprived of marital happiness. His wife will be troubled by diseases, be devoid of a good disposition, and will not obey the native. For Pisces ascendants, when the eighth lord is falling in your ninth house, the native will betray his religion, be a heterodox, will beget a wicked wife, and will steal others' wealth. And moving along, when the ninth lord is falling in the 10th house, for you Pisces ascendants, the native will be a king or equal to him, or be a minister or an army chief. Be virtuous and dear to all. And for Pisces ascendants, your 10th lord is going to sit in your 11th house. The native will be endowed with wealth, happiness, and sons. He will be virtuous, truthful, and always delightful. And finally, we move to the 11th lord, which is falling in your 12th house. The native will always depend on good deeds, be sensuous, will have many wives, and will befriend barbarians. Well, folks, thank you so much for listening. And I just went over the Pisces lagna bhava effects as quoted by Sage Parashara. And I hope you have a good night. Bye-bye.